Hey up! Now then, a few weeks ago I reviewed a fantastic bit of kit. It was the Aoocci C6PRO, a 5-inch TFT featuring Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, forward and rear facing video cameras with recording and playback facilities, and tyre pressure monitoring front and rear, as well as all sorts of other functionalities such as GPS data and the like. And fine bit of kit it was too, and I was very impressed with it, and all at a very, very reasonable price indeed, particularly with my discount code. Now, technology being technology, of course there has been a recent update stroke upgrade to that bit of kit. And lo and behold, we have the Aoocci C6PRO. Now, there are only two main differences really, to be fair. One is the monitor is now a 6.25 inch monitor, so it's wider. It's not any higher than the C5PRO, but it is wider, so it gives you a bigger field of view. And the other upgrade is it comes with a remote control which you can attach to the bike, so that you can use one of 3 keys there to operate the functionality of the TFT rather than using the touch screen option. But fantastic bit of kit. And basically any app you have on your phone, be it an iPhone or be it an Android phone, any app you have on your phone basically appears on your TFT, the Aoocci TFT. So all your phone call functionality, your text, your WhatsApp, any photographs or video, and perhaps most usefully GPS. So whatever GPS app you might have, and it might be Apple Maps, it might be Google Maps, it could be Waze, or it could be Kalimoto, or it could be any of the many independent GPS apps that you can get for your phone. And basically whatever that app normally displays on your phone will be displayed in front of you on what is now a 6.25 inch beautifully clear TFT screen, making the whole thing a lot easier. If you have your phone paired to a headset in your helmet, then once you've paired your phone to the Aoocci TFT, it will all work together and you'll get any relevant sounds such as GPS directions or any music you might be playing through the headset in your helmet. So yeah, cracking bit of kit. So yeah, let's start by unboxing the new C6PRO from Aoocci and go about fitting it, in this case, to my CF Moto 800 MT. Let's have a look, eh? Right, so we all love a bit of an unboxing video, so let's see what we've got with this here kit. And first off, the upgraded 6.25 inch TFT screen there. And other than that, the same 3 wiring connectors for the 2 cameras and power feed at the back. Then we have the 2 video cameras, one for front and one for rear, and they are 1080p, high definition, plenty good enough for the purpose for which they were intended. And also we've got there, as you can see on the left, the 2 tyre pressure monitoring devices that fit onto your tyre valves, front and rear, clearly marked which is which. Right, let's see what gubbins lurks beneath. We've got a set of instructions which are largely confined to how you operate the unit, not necessarily how you fit it, but fitting is very straightforward. There we have the main wiring harness, the power supply with the positive, negative and the switched live yellow wire. Then we have a little shade that screws onto the top, There we have the bracket that attaches the TFT to the mounting bracket. And there we have a little 3-key remote control. And that's the bracket the remote control attaches to. And there we have the main bracket for attaching the unit to your handlebars. And that's a little spanner and 2 nuts to provide for locking nuts on the tyre valve TPMS system. And those are your brackets and 3M pads for attaching the cameras to your bike. Now, I started here by attaching the mounting plate for the TFT to the mounting bracket first, and then trying to attach the TFT via the 4 screws you can see there in that plate. But let me tell you, that's not the best way to do it. The best way to do it is attach that mounting plate there to the TFT first, and then attach the whole thing to the mounting bracket, as we will see. And there we go, you see a lot more straightforward to attach the whole assembly. So attach the backing plate to the TFT first, tighten everything up, and then attach the whole unit to the handlebar mounting bracket there. It's secured by a single Allen key and nut, and get it in the position that's best for you, the best viewing angle, and then tighten it up, but not fully tighten at this stage. You're probably going to have to finesse that positioning later, but this is just to get the thing in place while you attend to the rest of the wiring. Now, this is how I have wired in the Aoocci C6PRO onto the CF Moto. I've basically used a Heeltech Thunderbox. You can buy these for about £60–70. They wire up direct to your battery, and they allow you to fit a number of accessories which will then only become live once the engine is running and stable. Very good system. The thing to remember is when you're wiring the Aoocci to the terminals from the Thunderbox, you must put the yellow and red wires together into the same positive terminal. They have to be together, and the black wire obviously into the negative terminal. So yellow and red wires must be together for the system to work with this kit. Now let's have a look at the video cameras. Same front and rear. High definition 1080p cameras, and they attach via those circular brackets that you can see there and a little screw, so they clamp in and they will rotate in case you need to mount them upside down, so you get the correct orientation of pictures. And they attach with the 3M pads, and those 3M pads very secure indeed. That's the front mounted with the bracket underneath the front of my CF Moto there. Very rigid indeed, and similarly at the back I've mounted the rear camera underneath the top box plate, and again very secure indeed, those 3M pads. Okay, so the next job is to connect up the cameras and the power supply. They are all colour coded, so the black is the rear camera, the green is the front camera, and the red is the power supply. So just route those cables through wherever is convenient on your bike, and just attach the green coming from the rear of the TFT to the green from the wiring harness, red to red, and black to black. So there you've got your power, your front camera and your rear camera connected. And I have to say, very, very straightforward indeed with those connectors there. And the only challenging thing is where you route those cables to get them neat and tidy. So every bike's going to be different, isn't it, in that respect. I arrived at a reasonably straightforward solution, routing them through the fairing and into the area under the seat. But there you go, all very straightforward, everything colour coordinated, you cannot go wrong. Okay, so for the tyre pressure monitors, you need to screw the one marked F for front onto the front valve first and then do the Bluetooth connection via the TFT to the front valve. You need to do that first before you set about attaching the rear valve at all. Once it comes up on the screen to say that that front valve has connected, then you can connect the rear valve, leave everything on and running, connect the rear valve, and it will automatically pair. So you need to attach that front valve there first, pair it up, and then just leave everything running on the TFT and attach the rear. And there, always a good idea, a bit of soapy water just to check there are no leaks, which would show up as bubbles there, and all good as you can see. So yeah, then to the rear tyre, that's marked B for back, and screw that in. And if you've kept the Bluetooth TPMS connection screen open on the TFT, when you attach that rear TPMS valve connector there, it will automatically connect and you'll have TPMS front and rear. Right, time to attach the remote. So take the supplied bracket and Allen screws and attach the bracket to the rear of that remote control unit there. It's up to you really to decide where you mount that on the handlebar area. The only place I could get it to fit reasonably practically was to attach it to the mirror assembly clamp on the handlebar using that screw there. So that's what we'll do now. So there you can see me just slackening off the bolt for the clamp that holds the right hand mirror and switch assembly to the handlebar. So just slacken that bolt off, and then you're able, if you're doing it this way, to just put that bracket in the gap and put the bolt through, and hopefully what you get then is a nice secure fitting. Right, now to attach the sunshade at the top. It's attached by 3 tiny, almost like watchmaker's screws supplied with the kit. So you're going to need a rather small Posi-Drive / Phillips screwdriver here. And I found the best thing to do is get it secured in place using the middle screw first. Get that nice and secure, and then you can attach the other 2 screws and tighten them up, and lo and behold, you have a secure sunshade. But just be careful with them there screws. They are absolutely tiny, and I guarantee if you drop one, you ain't gonna find it this side of Christmas. Right, next job, if you're using the Aoocci Thunderbox system, you're going to need to fire the bike up first before you can get power to the TFT. If you've used the switched live yellow wire to a switched live on the bike instead, then you'll just need to wait till the ignition's engaged and the TFT powers up. At this stage, I would leave the protective film on the TFT just while you get everything sorted and straight, so that you don't mark the TFT at all. All we're doing at this point is we're just checking that there is power to the TFT and that the touch screen functions are working. We're not doing any settings or connections at this point, simply a power supply check. Now, time to power up the bike and check all the functionality. For the video cameras to work fully, you're going to need to put an SD card in, just in that little housing you can see there with the plate over it. 2 tiny screws. They are not retained, dead easy to lose. Be very careful. But you're going to need your SD card in there for the video camera to work correctly. Okay, so as you can see there, the system's coming to life now that the Aoocci Thunderbox has stabilised and before too long we should start to see the home screen there. That's the Apple CarPlay, and of course it's asking to connect the phone. So what you're going to need to do is, by your normal phone connection process through your iPhone or your Android phone, just go into Bluetooth, and the two devices will connect to each other very easily indeed. Once you've done it, as you can see there, the device will connect every time it powers up. It will connect automatically to your smartphone. Now, as you can see, you have displayed there in front of you on the TFT everything that would be displayed on your phone. So all your phone contacts, text messages, phone functionality, everything that you would normally use on your phone, you can see there is clearly displayed on the TFT in front of you. You can go into navigation, and there you have Google Maps, but if you have another GPS app on your phone, you can use that as well. And you can return to that CarPlay screen at any time. There you can see text messages being checked, and you can read those as well and send text in the normal way. And just swipe across just as you would on your phone to get to the different apps. And there we have the app for WhatsApp, if you have that. See, I've got Spotify there, and BBC iPlayer and one or two other things. So yeah, whatever you can do on your phone, you can do on this Aoocci C6PRO. And you're able to alter the display there half and half, and if at any point you want to return to the home screen, just click on that car icon there, and we are back to the home screen. There's the video functionality, front and rear. There we go, rear. And if you go into the panel icon there, you will get your speedometer display and also the tyre pressure monitoring front and rear, as you can see there. So that's also a very useful display to have. And there is the GPS screen with all sorts of GPS data for you there. Longitude, latitude, altitude, your speed, you name it, it's all there. There's lots more of functionality on this device as well for you to play around with, so if you get one of these, you'll have stacks of fun. Right, and using there the remote control if you prefer to do it that way. Right, if you'd like to buy one of these, if you go through the affiliate link in the description below, you will get 22% off, courtesy of me. 22% off, that's nearly a quarter, by following the affiliate link below and by quoting the code TBW22. TBW22. Right, that's it for today. Catch you later.